What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new league racing video on the channel here today. We're back on F1 2020 once again for the first time in quite a while, and for the first time in the new year as well. Hope you've all had a very nice Christmas and New Year, but we're back once again, and yeah, let's get into it. So we're here today for the penultimate round of TT Masters League here for the Mexican Grand Prix. Championship situation, brief rundown. We're sitting P3. We cannot do anything about the front two. They're too far away. So third is now the main aim. And I think one of our main rivals for that third place is actually not racing today. So that does make our job a little bit easier in the sense of the word. But yeah, anyway, so on to qualifying now, and all dry, as you can see, a little bit cloudy, but you know, that's kind of normal, to be honest. Across the line for our first lap of the session, 1:13.4. I wasn't, you know, overly excited with that. I knew I could go a lot faster. So we come in, chilled out for a few minutes, and now we're back out there again for our second run. Purple to the middle sector, up by about 4/10 as we come through the stadium section. Now to the final corner. Nice drive on the exit, take the shortest run to the line possible, and we go back on the provisional pole with a 1:13.006. Again, that's not too good. Like, I wasn't over the moon with that, as I'd been doing like 12.6s and 12.7s all throughout practice, so I knew what I could do. Yeah, it's just so hard to actually like nail the lap and really get it together around here. As you can see, just trying to get out of everyone's way and find a bit of clear air for ourselves. But yeah, as you can see, we're about to start our final lap. Currently P2, medium pilot on top. He's down into the 112. So we'll see if we can get anywhere near him. But let's ride on board for our fastest lap of this session here at Mexico. Enjoy. And there we go, out of the final corner, across the line for a 1:12.901. And I will be brutally honest, I was not happy with that. As you can see, medium pilot, they're doing a 1:12.603. Basically 3/10 clear of us. So there's a mammoth lap from the Mercedes driver. I don't know if we would have actually beaten that if I'd have gotten the first sector a bit better. But, I mean, we're still on the front row, we're P2, so, you know, it's still a good place to start and definitely make something happen from here. So, yeah, oh, excuse me. Right, so here we are on the grid, looking at strategy. I think I'm going to do a soft, medium, soft, to be honest. I did this back in, what was it, the TNF1 race around here. And yeah, it worked pretty well. But obviously one major thing around here, which is probably going to play quite a big part, is the penalties. It is so easy to track extend around here. Actually, easy is probably an understatement. It is so kind of touch and go as to whether you'll actually get track limits warnings and then start to rake up those penalties. So hopefully we can avoid doing that too much, and yeah, we'll see where we end up when the checkered flag falls. But anyway, formation lap is basically over, so we'll reform it back on the grid and get the first race of 2021 underway. Still feel weird to Jesus, English, sorry. Yeah, what I was trying to say is it feels weird to actually say we're now in 2021, even though yeah, certain things in the world haven't really improved or changed, but we're in the new year. But let's try and pick up where we left off in 2020, shall we? Here we go. 5 red lights for the Mexican Grand Prix. And away we go. Looks like a pretty decent start. Well, was a pretty decent start, but Medium Pilot just absolutely disappears down the road. That was an awesome launch from Mercedes. We got Recon and Hardy looking to try and get by. We're going to try and defend down into turn 1, but we've gone a bit too deep. We have gone away too deep. And, oh dear. Yep, okay. Damn, we really didn't need that. Yeah, we've just gone too deep into turn 1 there. I will admit, at the time that actually happened, I felt like he actually come down on me a little bit. But I watched it back afterwards, and you can't fault Medium Pilot for that in any way. That's all on me. So, yeah, you know, stupid little mistake to make. I was just too aggressive, just trying to keep those guys behind. And, yeah, it's cost us. So from P2, we're all the way back down in 13th, or last, to put it bluntly. So, got our work cut out for us now to try and make our way back through the field. Got quite a few medium runners just up ahead of us, so hopefully we can dispose of these guys fairly quickly. Yeah, on the lap 2, I think Recon has actually taken the lead as well, which is rather interesting, as obviously I think Medium Pilot would have probably been hoping to drive away, but yeah, Recon obviously has gotten through. I think he would have been compromised through that whole turn 1, 2 and 3 section there on the opening lap from when we basically outbraked ourselves and just run into him. So yeah, that's a little bit awkward, but anyway, we've got to get the head down now. We can't dwell on that, and yeah, we've just got to try and make our way through these guys, excuse me, as best we can. So first up is Venom in the Ferrari. We launch one down the inside, still there, a little bit of contact made there, tyre to tyre, so no harm done, but we get very loose on the exit there, and he hangs on to P11, as Twitch Lemon has actually boxed for the hard, so I'm not too sure why he's done that, but anyway, into the stadium section on lap number 4, and we have already picked ourselves up a 3-second penalty, which is just fantastic. As I'm sure you guys could imagine, I was driving with a little bit of anger, I must admit. Well, I say a little bit, it was probably more than that. But, yeah, anyway, we won't delve into detail on that. But, yeah, on the lap 5, still stuck here behind the Ferrari, just unable to get through. He has a bit of a bad run through 1, 2, 3 there, but our teammate gets an even worse run. Got tangled up with the McLaren there, I think, which is not too good. But we're going to try and launch another attack on Venom now to see if we can get through. We're going to try for the over and under here. We're on soft, so we should be able to get this done. To the inside, he squeezes us a little bit there. He's fighting this extremely hard, and I've got to admit this was really annoying at the time because, you know, like, I suppose I can see where he's coming from in the fact that he would fight it. But it's like, mate, you know, you're racing the medium runners. Why are you trying to hold up a soft runner who has got a lot more pace than you? But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we got through, so no harm done. Up into P10 now. We've got 1.5 seconds to make up now till we catch up to the next little group of cars. And, well, been a fairly hectic start to the race so far, but halfway around on lap number 6, we've caught up to the first on the McLarens now. We give him a little tap there coming into the stadium. No harm done, but on the exit, oh God. On the exit, that has gone horribly wrong. And, wow, I really don't know what to say about that. Well, that's really put us on the back foot again. Everything that could have gone wrong so far in this race has gone wrong for us, hasn't it? But anyway, into the pits now. We're going to put on a set of medium tyres plus a new front wing as well. You can see the boys aren't even ready for us, as I think Csl Elite actually pitted there as well. Understandable, obviously. But anyway, exiting the pits now, back in P12, and well, things have really just not worked out for us today, have they? I can tell you that incident is under investigation, but after looking at both POVs, a lot of people seem to agree it was more or less just lag more than anything, which is kind of annoying in a way. But you know, I'm an Australian racing like, you know, a bunch of European guys, so the connection probably isn't going to be the absolute best. But anyway, safety car was out for about 2-3 laps, but green flags, and yeah, we're back racing again. So now we've got to try and yeah, get back through everybody again. Carlsbury has made a mistake on the exit of the stadium there. He's facing the wrong way, so that's a bit unfortunate for him. His race is basically out the window now. On to lap 13. We've been stuck behind this group for way too long, and I think it's time we make moves. Here's the first one. Round the outside. He squeezes us a little bit there. This is pretty close. Still side by side, but he runs out onto the AstroTurf there. We get good traction on the exit, and he falls in behind. Up to P9 now. Next up, our teammate Csl Elite. Hopefully we can clear him nice and quickly, and he doesn't try and make things too hard for us. Where are we now? On to lap 15, on the front straight, and yeah, he doesn't try and make that too difficult. Probably just threw her back into standard or lean or something, but cheers for that anyway. He lets us go, and now we can set off after the McLaren and the Racing Point here, who are going side by side. This never normally ends well through here. They just about get through, but their exit speed is atrocious. So we're going to try and get a double overtake here. Killer Blue squeezes us towards the grass, just leaves us enough room. We're going to look all the way around the outside now, and I think we've got that done. He's still there on the left. McLaren trying to look back on the right there, almost 3 wide. That was definitely not going to work, but we got through. What a move there. Oh my days, that was absolutely awesome. Double overtake there, that's how you do it. And well, up into P6 for us now. Nice and well, I don't want to say nice and easy, because it definitely wasn't, but you know, we got through. So yeah, now we got to get the head down, and that's exactly what we did. About 10 laps later, we've finally caught up to the battle for P3 now. So our race pace is actually, I don't know whether you'd say the best in the field, but definitely enough to get us on the podium. Unfortunately, I do believe that penalties are probably going to knock us off the podium a little bit, to be honest. We've got 6 seconds at the moment. Hardy's got 9, Perpetum's got 3, Twitch Lemon's got nothing there. Medium Pilot has nothing, so he actually looks like he might be in the box seat to win this race. But anyway, into the pits now for a set of soft compound tyres. These should get us to the end quite nicely. 10 laps, no stress. We re-emerge back on track, just trying to keep an eye out for Recon. Where is the Williams? He is, good lord, he's all the way back there. I think he actually got caught up in quite a bit of traffic on his outlap there, which is a bit unfortunate, because he was right with Hardy before the pit stops, if you remember. And yeah, that has definitely hurt him massively. But for us, well, isn't really much more we can say or do right now, as we pick up another time penalty. That's 9 seconds now, and well, we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot here, to be honest, by picking up these penalties. We're still pushing, trying to truck on though, to see just where we could get if, I don't know, a bit of luck does decide to fall our way, which would be nice, to be honest, knowing how the first 28 laps of this race has gone. But anyway, we cleared Hardy there on the front straight, so up to P4 now. And this is just awesome, the pace that we've got. Fastest lap of the race, 1:15.1. So we are absolutely flying at the moment. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep that fastest lap because our teammate steals it off us by less than a 10. So, yep, cool. Cheers for that. But anyway, on to lap 31. Now we're catching up to Cohen, who has somehow actually got himself up into the podium positions. I think he was only running 5th about mid-race, so he's pulled a bit of a blinder on strategy here. But anyway, on to lap 32. We're going to try and see if we can get up onto the podium, on track at least. Got a real good run out of the first trio of corners there. Into the braking zone. Oh, he runs deep. He actually tapped medium pilot a little bit there. I don't think he got any damage. But around the outside we go, and we are back onto the podium. Sure, well, yeah, I sure as hell didn't think I'd be saying that after turn 1, lap 1. But gets even better onto lap 33. Now we're going to overtake medium pilot. And, well, yeah, that's interesting to see that we're actually overtaking the guy we collided with at the start. Yeah, that I'm still annoyed about that even now, to be honest, even though like the race was 3 or 4 days ago. It was just a real silly error to make, and I feel like it definitely actually cost us the win, because you guys have seen the pace that we've had in the mid part of the race and even at the end of the race here. Yeah, so I definitely think we could have won this race if we hadn't made that catastrophic error there at the start. But you know, it happens. Our morale was definitely tested today, though, wasn't it? Spun out at turn 1, down to 13th, involved in another crash a couple of laps later, back to last, and well, somehow we've worked our way back up to P2 on track. Unfortunately, on penalties, we're going to drop back down to 4th, but still an awesome recovery drive nonetheless. I'll take it. So there we go, guys. That has been today's video. TT Masters League from Mexico, the penultimate round of the season, and a very testing one, to say the least. Somehow though, after everything we had to endure in that race, we still bring it home for P4 with our teammate there in P5. So solid finisher there for Alfa Romeo, and Csl got driver of the day as well. So yeah, despite everything we had to deal with in that race, still a very nice haul of points for the team, and we're still P3 in the Drivers' Championship, so that's pretty good. Hopefully Abu Dhabi will be a bit friendlier to us. But that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate the support as always, and until the next video, I'll see you all next time.